When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and she charged us a couple $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
It is I, your lovable host, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio, somewhere within the great grand state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is live free or die. It is not big government or bust. Indeed. It is Friday, Freaky Friday, Fun Facts Friday, Free for All Friday. The Friday is a Friday. I don't know what else are we going to call it, but we could call it anything that you want to call it, I guess, for Friday, as long as it ends up in Friday, but people are going to tell me what they want to call it on Friday. And we try to keep things a little bit lighter on Friday as we slide on into the weekend, which is coming up. Most of you have probably already started your weekend festivities. It is now Friday evening here. Don't forget, speaking of evening, the time is quickly approaching where this program will not be heard in the evenings, at least not live. 5th, I do believe that it is a Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the new year, 2016. We'll be switching to 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. That's right, 3 hours from 2 hours. Those of you from Rush Limbaugh's Ria Linda couldn't add up. So 3 full hours coming up. I'm excited about it. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot more information is going to be able to be disseminated to you from yours truly. A lot more of my logic and wisdom is going to be out there on the open. I guess I better be a little bit more on top of my game, a little bit more careful. Who knows? Maybe I'll have people with dark sunglasses and dark suits not. They might be saying, well, we don't like what you're saying about the government. I don't like what I'm saying about the government. I wish I didn't have to say what I say about the government. Last night, I was in Worcester, Massachusetts, for the Worcester Tea Party. It was a small gathering of patriots, if you will. But they were rather electrified. They were very animated. Had a number of good, solid questions for me. You know, people, they again, ask me the same questions as everybody else asks me. Who do you support, Rod? Who's your candidate of choice? What do you think of the candidates? What do you think of this one? And I tell people, I haven't really put any my support behind any one candidate yet. And I have issues with all of them. Now, most of them have some good points, but all of them have some very serious flaws and bad points. And I actually wrote an article that I basically explain each of the major what I do like about them and what I don't. Now, for most of the candidates, the paragraph on what I don't like about them is longer than the. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. There is no perfect candidate. That's why I don't like these people who are so adamant that, Cruz is the only one who can straighten things around. Rubio's the only one who can straighten things around. Christie's the only one who can straighten things around. Donald Trump is the only one who can straighten things up. No, BS. I don't do this type of celebrity worship. And neither should you. Because they're not the only ones that can do the job that they're running for. They're not the only one. Hey, check that out. Check out the article, rodeccles.net. Click on the blog, latest blog. U.S. pilots, and this is from Free Beacon. This explains a lot. Because I know earlier this week I was asking people, well, how is it that France and Russia are continually hitting all of the ISIS? Wait, man, I think I need to explain. I heard somebody ask today. I can't remember if it was on before Rush, someplace else. But I heard somebody ask the question. Ask the question. Ask the question. What does ISIS difference? Because the president always says, and the White House usually always says, ISIL. This. Well, IS stands for Islamic State. And one of the things you have to understand is that they don't like to say ISIS is because they don't get rid of Assad. And this whole notion that there is a serious threat to the rebels from both sides. I mean, this is, when I was a teenager, I had an idea in my head to write a book, write a series of books. Because I was big into, in science fiction. So I was kind of trying to combine, this is before Lord of the Rings became a movie. I was trying to combine things like Lord of the Rings and Thomas Covenant, White Gold Wielder, for those of you who are Stephen R. Donaldson fans, and Star Wars. I was trying to meld, and come up with a story that incorporated stuff of the day. The story that I came up with, the plot, basically had three major adversaries. You had three groups of people that were trying to vie and gain power. And not because, most movies it's just two factions. You got good versus evil. Well, in my book that I never really, maybe one of these days I will find those plot notes and actually just write the whole. I gotta. I think I was ahead of my time at the because I don't remember reading any major science fiction or fantasy that had three equal factions. So maybe you had one that ended up joining the other major faction, but in my premise, there were three major factions all vying for